Welcome to episode 9 of Rowaninski City. Today we're looking at warehousing and factories. I'm going to try to put some bits together. I've already done a lot of work already. I've created a warehouse zone. I've got some industries that I've created in previous videos, and now I'm trying to improve my factory output. And as you can see, I've got a couple of warehouses already. I'm just checking what they've got. Flour, animal products. So I've got an area here where I've got a factory. I've got a lemonade factory. That requires, I believe, glass and crops. And one of the things I've found is that obviously with the industry areas apart from one another, you do need to ship the products. So one of the things I was low, there's a bakery in that industry area that I've created, or I've added the bakery factory, that I am low on flour. So now you can import that from outside the area by setting the factories to have one type or another. But as you can see there, I've got small sort of local warehouses which have got crops within, but I need to produce flour. So from there I can go off and basically in the area add a industry specific building, which in this case would be like a flour mill. That will obviously then produce a fair amount of flour for me. Then I can ship that flour to the factory, which is just across that highway junction, via a warehouse. And the warehouse can store that processed flour, and obviously then the factory needs to go to that local warehouse to get the flour. Decided to add a large barn because why not? I've got enough money to do so, and the small barns were really full of crops, so now they can start adding crops from the farming area and start building up. Still waiting for the flour mill to start up, which is quite annoying. Hopefully that will start shortly. Excellent. The crops have arrived and now the mill should start creating flour, and then the flour can be shipped out to the warehouses from where the bakery can then pull that flour locally and hopefully start making more bread, more money. And as that chart shows, I am making a profit of 2,800 and something whatevers. So I'm very pleased with that. It seems to be working quite nicely. The traffic around there is flowing actually pretty well for how it's been set up. I'm pretty pleased with that. So obviously now we're looking at an area which is a generic industry area. Sorry, it's not a generic industry area, it's an industry area that has been created and then set to be a farming zone. So you can see that that is now working, and we've got another little area as well. I've got a little yard there which is storing a lot of animal products, and I put that there because I thought actually there was a bakery, I believe, in that area, and it probably needed raw animal products to make the bacon. Sorry if you're a vegetarian. So now it's time to have a look around the actual city, see what's going on. I do quite like that junction, it looks quite nice and neat. So we've got our industry area, I've got 3 zones there. There is my nice large lemonade factory and my bakery. So brilliant, it's got flour, it's making money, I am quite pleased with that. And there is my lemonade factory, it needs raw crops and glass. Now I'm not producing any glass at the moment, so I do need a warehouse which can store glass for that factory's requirements. So I am pleased to see that my lemonade factory is actually producing product and it is making money, which is very nice. It's quite a large factory and it does look quite impressive. I think actually I think it's a DLC for industries, you've got quite a good selection of factories to allow you to really enhance the game. I think there's even a car factory, there's just loads of them, which I plan to add all around the city at some point once I've gained enough money and I'm creating all the relevant resources for each of those factories. Now I did mention that I had a bit of a problem. I've accidentally, or not probably accidentally, but I have added an asset which is a really long cargo train, and it basically doesn't follow the tracks. So before I realised that there was such a big problem, I decided to create some additional lines so that basically bypassing the stations for trains that needed to pass through, and I wanted to make them long enough that the offending cargo train didn't do exactly what you can see it's doing on the screen at the moment. It is kind of in the cargo station, but it's actually blocking the main lines. So I have gone off and created a longer set of lines with one that bypasses the entire lot and another that allows you to go in and out of the passenger station. Now interestingly, I am here using the move it mod option where you can basically select a load of items and then duplicate it. This gives me an easier way of making a little curve to match the existing line, which is what I am doing right now. So once again, I'm using the Move It mod. I'm just dragging the nodes closer to the existing rail lines so that they are not spread apart, maximising my land for building residential, commercial and office areas. So also this makes it look a little bit more realistic with the lines close to one another, although probably the elevations and other bits and pieces are not in any shape or form accurate to a real railway because they don't like slopes. As you can see, the cargo train is massively long, and I believe that the issue is because it's so long, when it comes onto the screen it is not following the path of the track, which is annoying. So as I said before, I do end up leaving this game and removing that particular asset and hoping that that will resolve the issue. But this obviously will help, because as trains come flowing through, if you wish to bypass both the cargo and the passenger terminals, you can use one of the lines which takes you straight out and across the bridge. And if you wish to go into either the passenger or the cargo terminals, you can quite happily do that using the relevant track lines. Here is a prime example of a train that just appears, it's really long, no idea why it's taking that route on, it's not following the train track at all. Yeah, another one comes in and it does, but then you can see it drifts. Look at that, it is the weirdest thing ever. I mean, it's annoying because they probably are a realistic length, because cargo trains are huge. So it's a little bit frustrating that they do that. That is why I've removed them, although they probably are more accurate in length. They don't work very well. And if anybody knows why that is, if they've got a solution, then please do let me know. Add a comment, because I really would like to have them in if possible. So thank you once again for watching this video about industries and game City Skyline. If you would like to subscribe to my video, that would be great. If you enjoyed it, please press the bell notification option if you wish to be notified of future videos, and also like and share. That would be very much welcomed. So thank you once again for watching this video about City Skylines. Bye for now.